GearNetwork.com.
This podcast is sponsored by GearNetwork.com/Amazon. Help keep our podcast free. Stop through Amazon. We thank you. Good night now.
This is a Gear Network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Misguided Musings. This is episode number 7, the Misguided Musings first annual Festivus Spectacular. On this episode, we are going to do a quick game of Who Said It. Now, annually, the plan is to do a Festivus game, where the winner of the Festivus game will be gifted from the other members, the losing members, a 6-pack of Arrogant Bastard beer.
Arrogant Bastard.
Photos will be posted to the Facebook page at www.facebook.com.
ArrogantBastard.com.
You're a fucking dickhead. www.facebook.com/Misguided Musings. We'll also post a picture to Twitter at Musing Podcast. Before we start the game, and I explain what the game is, I did want to make a quick show announcement that we are going to be adding Jesse Miles, the stand-up comedian friend who's been joining us off and on for the past few months, as a full-time host to the show. So congratulations, Jesse, and welcome aboard, bud.
Well, thank you. Now all your audience can enjoy my sexy voice all the time.
I think actually it's just for us to have your sexy voice all the time.
I suspected that for years. I think that's the only reason I'm a contact in your phone.
We're having a roofie party.
You and Bill Cosby?
Doing the hot Cosby.
All right, so the Festivus
that
game...
a hot Cosby actually does sound like a holiday drink.
Doesn't it? Isn't that so sad?
It sounds like
Jesus Christ.
eggnog and rooflin.
Eggnog and Roofboy, Jesus. You could have gone with a liquid like Robitussin or NyQuil.
Yeah, that's the thing that like really pisses me off. People going around now with like the sweater parties now, and it's just like, just fucking put the rooflin on the fucking eggnog and let's just all have a fucking orgy and forget about it, you know?
Scotland does Christmas weird.
Okay, so the game, as it stands for this year, will be Who Said It. Now, the common theme is Donald Trump versus cartoon characters. A quick list for those of you playing at home. It will be Donald Trump versus Frank Reynolds. Not a cartoon character, but equally funny. Donald Trump versus Mr. Burns. Donald Trump versus Jack Donaghy. Donald Trump versus Ron Burgundy. Donald Trump versus Archie Bunker. Donald Trump versus Kanye West, who is kind of a cartoon character.
And a gay fish.
I believe the word is fagfish.
Nope. Well, in Boston. Never mind.
So,
It's a fish
the
stick.
phrase.
what I'm going to do is I will announce who said it, Donald Trump or Mr. Burns, and then I will give the quote. The first person to respond correctly, by me hearing their voice, essentially, will get the point. At the end of 2 rounds, if there is a tie for first place, there will be a sudden death round between the 2 remaining candidates of the 2 remaining contestants. Gentlemen, do we understand and agree to the terms that the winner receives a 6-pack of Arrogant Bastard, one of them going to the host who can't participate in the game? Perfect.
I'm glad the new guy's the only one who's just like, yes.
Well, that's because you're probably going to win. You have the most pop culture knowledge of anybody in the round.
Yeah, I have the IMDb knowledge of an autistic.
So wait, let me get this straight. Basically, I have a 50-50 chance of getting the question right. I just have to speak faster than everybody else.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to ask each one of you individually the question, going through. Yeah,
That works.
And we'll do 3 rounds because it'll be quick. And then at the end of 3 rounds, if there's a tie, we'll go that way. So I've drawn a random order here then, and Matt, you will go first. Tom, you will go second. Jesse, you will go third.
Sounds good.
And the first round will be Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds. So Matthew,
Okay.
your quote. All the women flirted with me, consciously or unconsciously. That's to be expected. Who said it, Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds?
Frank Reynolds.
Matt, you are incorrect.
Really?
Yes, that was a Donald Trump quote. I believe it was about the Miss America. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was about The Apprentice.
Jesus.
That was about The Apprentice. Tom, are you ready for your quote?
Yes. I am.
Laziness is a trait in the blacks. Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds? Who said it?
Donald Trump?
You, sir, are correct.
Oh, he actually said that?
Yes, Donald Trump actually said that. There's more to the quote. It talks about he hates how blacks are counting his money. It infuriates him.
Wow.
It's shocking how not shocking that is.
Jesse, are you ready for your quote?
Oh, I'm ready. I am. It's Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds,
Yes.
right?
Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds? Who said it? It's not your fault, sweetie. You're just not pretty enough.
Oh, that's Frank Reynolds.
You, sir, are correct.
Donald Trump would never insult the appearance of one of his family members. He seems like he wants to fuck all of his children.
Oh my god. Wait,
He did,
Donald Trump has
however,
children?
insult pretty much every woman, including Carly Fiorina, like on stage at one point in time. So you
Look
get to be
at
careful
that
with some
face. Look at that face.
of those. The score after one round is Tom and Jesse tied in first place with 1 each, and Matt bringing up the rear with 0. Round 2 is Donald Trump or Mr. Burns. Matt, are you ready for your quote?
Yes.
My fingers are long and beautiful. As it has been well documented, are various other parts of my body. Donald Trump or Mr. Burns?
That's a hard one, because Mr. Burns did have long fingers. But I'm going to say Donald Trump said it.
You, sir, are correct.
Yes.
Whoa. That was like a trick question.
Tom, are you ready for your quote?
Do it. I'm ready.
Your quote is, anyone can start a family. These days no one can find a job. Who said it, Donald Trump or Mr. Burns?
Mr. Burns.
You, sir, are correct. Tom, if you're cheating, I will stab you.
You would hear it. You would hear me going like this.
Yeah, but you could be also looking on your phone.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jesse.
Where's my phone?
Jesse, are you ready for your quote?
Oh, I'm ready.
By building a casino, I can tighten my stranglehold on this dismal town. Who said it?
That's easy.
That's so easy.
Mr. Burns.
You, sir, are correct.
That was too.
there
You
you
gave
go.
him an easy one.
Yeah, that was in the
It's because
casino
he's the
episode.
new guy, isn't it?
Hey, I probably watched the least amount of The Simpsons out of all of you. I was worried about that one.
After
Getting the
2
spruce
rounds,
moose.
after 2 rounds, Jesse and Tom are both tied with 2, and Matt is on the board with 1.
I'm making a comeback.
So the next round is Donald Trump versus Jack Donaghy. Matt, are you ready for the quote?
Yes.
When it comes to hair, no one is more bitchy than conservative males. Who said it?
Jack Donaghy.
You, sir, are correct. Tom, are you ready for your quote?
Yeah, sure.
The only kind of people I want counting my money are little short guys that wear yarmulkes every day.
I'm going with Trump.
You, sir, are correct.
That could have gone either way.
I love his horrible honesty.
Jesse,
Okay.
are you ready for your quote?
Oh, yeah.
Your quote is, I like when a woman has ambition. It's like seeing a dog wearing clothes. Who said it?
That's Jack Donaghy.
You, sir, are correct. After 3 rounds, Jesse and Tom are still tied at 3, and Matt is on the board with 2.
I like how I've gotten the 3 hard questions.
The next one is who said it, Donald Trump or Ron Burgundy? Matt, are you ready for your question?
I really hope this is not from the second one. Go ahead.
The only way to bag a classy lady is to give her 2 tickets to the gun show and see if she likes the goods.
Oh, that's Anchorman. That's Ron Burgundy.
You, sir, are correct.
Yay, Matt.
I don't think Donald... if one thing Donald Trump's... if there's one thing Donald Trump has never been arrogant about, it's been his body.
Tom,
Yes.
are you ready for your quote?
Yes.
I get up, take a shower, and wash my hair. Then I read the newspapers and watch the news on television. And slowly the hair dries. It takes about an hour. I don't use the blow dryer.
Trump. It's Trump. Trump.
You, sir, are correct.
Of course. He referred to it as the hair.
Jesse,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault. Who said it?
Oh, that is Donald Trump.
You, sir, are correct. After 4
he
rounds,
is the true arrogant bastard.
Jesse and Tom are still tied for first place, and Matt is only 1 behind. This next one gets very, very tricky, so listen closely to how I say this. Donald Trump versus Archie Bunker. Matt, are you ready for your first quote?
I'm ready. This is going to be hard. Go ahead, man.
These guys don't want to socialize anymore with us, any more than we want to socialize with them. Who said it?
That's a difficult one. Trump is like really just racist. Archie Bunker is racist in that kind of old 1970s way, in which it's kind of, you know, he's racist, but not like outwardly racist. I'm gonna say Archie Bunker.
You, sir, are correct.
Yes.
Yay.
I think a lot of these are going to stump you guys.
I got a 50-50 chance, man.
Tom, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm not prejudiced. Any man deserves my respect, and he's going to get it regardless of his color. Who said it?
Going with Archie Bunker.
You, sir, are correct.
I don't even know who Archie Bunker is, believe it or not. I'm just.
All in the family.
How do you not know?
Who the hell is my
Did you never get left at your grandmother's house and have nothing to watch but PBS and fucking TV land?
No, apparently not. I mean, I was called Archie Bunker once by a boss, an old boss.
Jesse, are you ready?
It's not a compliment, Tom.
I'm ready.
I thought it was.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's not a compliment.
You're a real Archie Bunker, and you're like, thank you. He's like, I mean, you're a racist and quite mean to everyone around you.
And quite unpleasant. No one wants to be around you. Whites, blacks, any race. Women.
Jesse, are you ready?
I feel bad now.
Yeah, after Matt just went whites and blacks in a legitimate statement.
They are wonderful people. They are lovely people. But they are also colored people. Who said it?
Archie Bunker.
You, sir, are correct.
They're all... Okay, never mind. We're still tied, by the way, Jesse.
Yeah,
They're all
If I
what?
was standing next to you, I would try to, like, kick you in the nuts right now to gain the advantage.
Tom, they're all what?
Huh?
What were you gonna say about you? What, that one I got wrong when I did the test. Okay.
I really feel like I've gotten the hardest ones, and I'm not saying that as, you know, I'm not trying to be like Carly Fione here.
Sorry.
Okay.
no, I know you're not trying to be like it, but you are being a real Carly Fione or whatever you, however you say.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the last round? Who said it? Kanye West or Donald Trump?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Yes. Do it.
Okay, Matt. I'm gonna give you a very easy one.
Okay.
I am a proud non-reader of books. Who said it? Donald Trump or Kanye West?
Ooh. Donald Trump.
Kanye West.
What the fuck?
That one is so easy.
That is like a well-known Kanye quote.
Is it?
Yes, it is very well
Yeah.
known.
Well, that's a compliment to me for not knowing that.
I actually have a little bit more respect for
You know what?
I didn't get that, but that's okay.
I honestly thought Donald Trump said that because I know he said something similar in which they asked him about reading books, and he was just like, no. He says, why should I read something I know better than, what, some financial book? Come on, $4 billion, everyone.
Tom,
Yes.
are you ready for your quote?
Yes.
This one's going to be tough. When you're the absolute best, you get hated on the most. Who said it?
That's a Kanye quote.
You, sir, are correct. I got that one wrong myself.
Boom! I think I saw that on a Facebook post somewhere.
I can't believe Tom's going to win this.
Okay, Jesse.
All right.
My apartment is too nice to listen to rap
Nut
in.
kick!
Who said
It
it?
doesn't work over the radio.
You say my apartment is too nice to listen to rap it? That's got to be Kanye.
You, sir, are correct. Wow. All right.
Because
After all of the rounds, we
You have a tiebreaker?
we have a tiebreaker. So the first annual Christmas or Festivus game is going to go to a lightning round. I'm going to ask you guys questions, and the first person to miss will be eliminated.
Okay.
Tom, you'll go first, considering that you were the second and Matt was eliminated. Are you ready?
Yes, go.
Donald Trump or Frank Reynolds? That's the bad Korea.
I'm going with Frank Reynolds.
You're correct.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jesse. Are you
All
ready?
right. Y'all ready?
Animals should be food, rugs, and trophies. Who said it?
Animals should be food, rugs, and trophy. I think that's Donald Trump because I don't remember Frank Reynolds ever saying that.
You, sir, are incorrect.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I knew my Always Sunny.
Tom won.
Frank Reynolds did, in fact, say animals should be food, rugs, and trophies. Tom, congratulations. You are the first ever Arrogant Bastard.
The arrogant
Yay, me.
You get 5 Arrogant Bastard beers, and Jordan gets 1.
Wait, why do I get... Oh.
Because you got a
that's
6-pack,
not cool.
and I couldn't participate, so I automatically get a beer.
That's mean. I want all 6 because I'm arrogant and a bastard.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you listening into the game. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, the rest of the episode will be airing our grievances for 2015, and maybe we'll get into some resolution stuff for 2016.
I'm jealous.
Hooray, plans.
Are you feeling socially unaccepted? Drink some alcohol. It's the greatest thing on earth. It makes you feel better, and also it aids dopamine. So remember, feeling bored or socially unaccepted, drink tons of alcohol. This was brought to you by the good people at the Alcohol Advocacy for Getting Ugly People Laid. All right.
Welcome back, everybody. We are
Welcome
back, Matt.
back,
Thank
everybody.
you. No, Matt.
Welcome
nope.
back, everybody.
Nope. Oh, man.
Are we all doing it?
No, well, you didn't do it, clearly,
Can
so
I
you're
for
the odd
once
man out.
just when we come
Can we
back, I
do-
know you're the host, Jordan, but like for once, can I just like...
Can we do it in like a quartet?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right.
We'd be like,
Welcome back.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Welcome back.
Welcome
This
back.
is
Welcome
this
back.
year's Festivus grievances.
Well, then you just added a second verse.
Yeah, I'm pretty. None of us really practiced that, so that's awkward. Welcome back from the break, everybody. to finish out this episode, we are going to air grievances for 2015. In a previous episode, I once said that this was the year that everybody overreacted to everything.
That was last year.
No, that is this year, sir. That is 2015. And they are listening to this the day after Christmas, or listening to it
Well,
on their own
Ebola
time.
was last year, man.
No, it was this year.
No, Ebola was last year, 2014. It came out like October.
What
Remember
the fuck are you talking about Ebola? I said that 2015 was the year that people overreacted to everything. Where the fuck did you hear Ebola?
Well, Ebola is where it kind of like started from. Remember Ebola?
Clearly,
Everybody thought
Matt
it was...
wants to talk about Ebola.
Welcome to the 2015 episode of Festivus, where we're airing the grievances from 2015. The year where everybody overreacted
Ebola.
to everything.
You know what my problem is with Ebola? It sounds like a toilet noise. You know, it sounds like one of those noises.
Ebola shit.
Yeah.
I think it should be a toilet cleaner.
It doesn't sound
Ebola.
threatening enough.
All right, so I'm going to start off with my first grievance for 2015.
And what's that?
What is your first grievance?
Kim
this
Davis.
year?
That backwater fucking hick who got her 15 seconds of fame for being divorced 4 times but not signing off on gay people getting married. Fuck that stupid bitch and everybody who supported her. Oh my god, that just was the most aggravating thing I have ever had to live through, at least in 2015.
You know what also made me really angry? She probably has a bigger penis than all of us.
Well, she looks like that lunch lady you would make up stories about. Like,
And who's
you'd
that?
be like, "Did you know she eats kids behind the school?" Like, the fact that somebody or something fucked that is probably the most impressive thing. In
You know what the
2015.
worst part is? That 4 somethings fucked that because she was married
no,
4
no,
times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
it was
right.
with 2 different... She married a person 2 different times. She got married and divorced with the same dude twice.
Okay,
think
so
she
the
believes
same
in
idiot
interracial
made
marriage,
the same
too?
mistake twice.
I don't know.
We can always come back to that. So, the one thing
Well, I
that
guess
always
Jesse's
bothered me...
off the,
Yeah,
Jesse's
Jesse's off the
off that
docket, I
list.
guess, if she's not interested. But
Sorry, Jesse.
so the thing that really that I still don't know who this guy was. Who was the fucking hick in the overalls and the straw hat on stage with her? Was that her husband? Every time she appeared on stage, there's this stupid looking like Bubba Gump Joe fucking Bobby Joe hick with a straw hat and overalls right beside her on stage. And I'm not talking about Mike Huckabee. I'm talking about the other guy.
Yeah, he looked probably about the right look for someone that's dumb enough to marry that woman. So I'm going to go husband.
And
I'm gonna go husband.
and it also does appear that he breathes through his mouth. I will confirm right now that I believe he's a mouth breather. Who wants to go next? Who wants to air a grievance about 2015?
I will. Can comedians please stop being fucking creepy? Come on. God damn it, Bill Cosby, and God damn it, Woody Allen. I loved you both, and you turned on me.
What did
Bill Cosby
Woody Allen
just
do
keeps
this year?
putting stuff in sleepy bitches, and that's not cool.
What did
We all
Woody...
knew Woody Allen was a creep, but we didn't
Oh,
know he was a
absolutely.
creep with a strong grip, which isn't cool. We all
What did
thought he
he
was
do this
creepy,
year?
but at least there was voluntariness on Sun Yi.
Oh my god.
You don't need him to be creepy and forceful. I mean, he already raised his own bride. We didn't need any more creep factor with fucking Woody Allen.
Well, in
She
tribute,
was Rosemary's Baby.
yeah. Well, in tribute to Matt, I feel like I must say it, but he created the hot Cosby drink this year, which is just eggnog and NyQuil or Rooflin. You pick your poison, whatever you have available. Put
I
something in
believe
that
the
drink and
liquid
make that
version
bitch
is called
sleepy.
GHB, Jordan.
And you can also put it in the freezer and it becomes a Jell-O
You could probably
shot.
grind up some Benadryl and do it that way too. Whatever's going to get that bitch to fall asleep. How do you think my first child was conceived?
I was just going to say, you and Tom being married were probably like, I never thought of that. Not even for sex purposes, just so I can get some fucking peace.
I just found the guy with the straw hat.
It's our husband.
You are like 20 minutes behind, Tom. We are on the Hot Cosbys, and you and Jordan drugging your wives for peace. And you come in with overalls. God damn it, Tom.
You know what Tom's
Here's my
like?
grievance for 2015. Tom late to the party, which is your new nickname.
You know what Tom is like? Tom's sitting there. He's like the kid with the Where's Waldo book who just can't find Waldo, so he's searching for pictures on the internet. And he's like,
I found someone that looks like my neighbor. Is he in this book?
I
Tom, they
see
didn't
this
put your
guy.
neighbor in the book. You're supposed to look for the guy in the bright yellow shirt. He's like, I seriously think this is Mr. McGillicuddy from down the way.
Tom's looking at his outfit, and he was like, that's the kind of attire I want to take with my family to Walmart on Sunday.
Listen,
He's the type of guy that in your 30s comes into the workplace and is like, guys, did you know Jesus was Jewish? Mind blown.
Who, me?
Perfectly timed with that response, buddy.
I heard this new great band, Led Zeppelin. This sounds awesome.
Have you guys heard? Did you guys hear that JFK died? All right, Tom. So let me go.
Listen,
let me
I thought he
backtrack real
spilled a
quick.
drink and his wife was just trying to clean it up steadily.
It was a couple seconds. All right, it took me literally maybe 10, 15 seconds.
10, 15, 60 seconds. So what do you think about the guy in the overalls and straw hat? Am I right?
No, well, yes, but
definitely on the spectrum.
the thing
Is that not the question?
This confuses me though because I don't see any pictures of him outside with the hat on. Only inside, on and like he's got this weird green visor that's making his whole front of his face green.
Those are his indoor clothes.
Oh my god! I found
So I'm looking at like the Google pictures of this dude, and all of a sudden I see this awesome sign called "These Faggots Kill Fascists" with like a pink banner. And I just think that sounds awesome. That sounds like
I'm going to throw this out there.
a great band name.
Just as another grievance for 2015. Don't Google herpes everywhere because you don't want to see that.
No,
Wow. Why would you Google herpes everywhere in the first place?
I was looking for an
possible reason.
I was looking for an inappropriate meme, and I definitely got inappropriate.
Listen, we've all had a drunk night where we've had to Google pimple or herpes. But
Oh, dude, you know what's the
herpes
creepiest?
everywhere. You have herpes.
The
You don't need to
creepiest
Google
picture
that.
is Ted Cruz, Kim Davis, and her husband, and it's just like if you ever want to look at three of the most unfuckable people on earth, just look at those three Hoffwits.
All right, so Matt or Tom, do you have a grievance that you'd like to air right now?
for 2015.
Yes, sir.
Grievance. I don't know. Can you
God.
come back to me?
Yeah, no, we can come back to you.
That's so boring.
So I have a grievance for 2015. If Matt, you don't have one, but
I do have one, but you go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, why the fuck does Ted Cruz look like the grandpa from the Munsters? Has anybody noticed that? What the fuck is up with that? That is my grievance. That is another grievance that I have for 2015.
Hold on, firing up the old Google machine here. I should be able to get a picture.
He'll
Everybody
be
give
back
Matt
to us in
5
10
minutes.
minutes with a response to
It's
that.
running on ethanol.
Ted Cruz is the one that bragged about murdering someone during the debates.
No,
right?
that was
No.
Frank Webb. He was
Oh, yes, that was... No, Jim Webb.
Jim Webb,
Sorry,
yes.
Jim Webb.
Frank
Jim
Webb.
Jim Webb. Frank
He
Webb's
did
Bath
seem
Centers.
like Frank Reynolds, I remember.
So Jim Webb, does he remind everybody of the guy with the lazy eye in all the Adam Sandler movies?
Yes. Oh, my God.
Jordan, you got to tweet out all these photos we're looking at.
I will. I'll have to. Yes, link them to me, and I'll make sure that they're on.
Remember-
They're on Twitter.
Remember when he was running? He was like, Jim Webb, I'll be your president 2016. He kept on saying that at the debate.
A Jim Webb presidency would look like this. I'd kill everybody who stood against me. I once killed a man in a rice paddy with a grenade in my teeth. Jim Webb, I married an Asian woman. I just,
Equality.
At least he's progressive.
you know what's funny about that whole first debate, the whole first awkward Democratic debate where Lincoln Chafee's like sitting on stage like, thanks for recognizing me.
I'm just happy to be here.
And Bernie's like,
I am literally a Tex Avery cartoon.
exactly right. And then Martin O'Malley's like, I'll fix Baltimore. it broke again after I left, but I had nothing to do with that.
He did not fix Baltimore. He was a character on The Wire. Mayor Carcetti was supposed to be him.
I remember watching that debate, and I'm like, I wanted to send a tweet to David Simon and be like, "Oh, you totally got Carcetti character wrong. Oh my god, he has no charm whatsoever."
I think that my favorite part of that first debate was the fact that Hillary needed to remind everybody that she was a woman every chance she got. They're like, what makes you an outsider? Oh, I got lady parts. And I'm like, what?
Really?
You
don't look it.
You don't look like much of a lady in that weird, awkward, flowy pantsuit. You look kind of like somebody from the play Hair.
There's a reason why Bill was looking for some action on the side.
It's because Hillary drags her teeth.
She looks like Ellen DeGeneres' butch aunt.
Who used to molest her.
I'm gonna ask, if I ever get the chance, I'm gonna ask Ellen DeGeneres if she ever modeled her look after Hillary Rodham Clinton.
I will say something about Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, she is a good-looking fella.
Heyo.
I'm sorry. I mean, honestly,
I couldn't let it be silent.
I almost just spit my drink all over my computer. Sorry.
For a butch lesbian, she's not bad.
Because of the AO or because of
the good-looking fella? The good-looking fella.
It's a good-looking
She
fella.
is handsome. I mean, for a butch, she's handsome.
You, sir, are handsome. Portia de Rossi, you can do no better.
If I ever got the chance, I would totally blow Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, Jesus.
I would do anal with Ellen DeGeneres.
Like, receive? That's weird.
Matt,
Davis to get married.
It's a bit submissive.
If I'm going to have a woman do it, might as well. Might as well be a woman.
If a woman's going to stick something in my ass, I want it to be a handsome woman, damn it.
I want it to be a woman that reminds me of every creepy gym teacher the girls ever had in high school.
Could you picture, like, Ellen DeGeneres as the creepy gym teacher, like, hanging up behind the pole, watching the girls change? She's just breathing heavy, like... Oh, bend
She's
over.
giving you a pack of cigarettes. Don't say nothing to the counselors.
So, Tom, do we have to come back to you again, or should we go to Matt?
I need to pass.
Yeah, Matt, what do you got for grievances 2015?
My grievances this year, I think we touched on it in one of the earlier episodes. I think it was episode 4.
He hates umbrellas.
Yeah, I do hate umbrellas, but
and the Jews, and we were like, "Whoa, Matt!"
You hate the Jews, and I know somebody who you would love. His name's Donald Trump.
No, Trump loves the Jews.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking
the only
Hitler.
people
Sorry.
he'll trust to count his money.
I like the Jews. I like Larry David. Okay, so my grievances for 2015. I think we touched it a little bit, and maybe I
is
sounded
touching
like
it. Is touching it really a grievance for you? I like when my wife does it.
a sensual touch, a nice sensual touch, nice tantra. If you want to go recce on me. Okay, so anyway, without getting too weird, one of the grievances I talked about was the holidays, and I feel that years ago it was getting obnoxious with the PC group going, "Oh, you can't say Merry Christmas, you gotta say Happy Holiday." Now I feel like it's getting obnoxious with the other group of people going, "Oh, I'm gonna say Merry Christmas, don't say Happy Holidays to me." And I feel like both sides are fucking ruining the holidays because, you got one sign next to another. You got people with, Merry Christmas signs, and the next person's got Happy Holidays. And the other one goes, "Fuck you." And the other, it's getting out of control. You had it with the Starbucks. We talked about that. And the other day at work, this kid at work, and by the way, he's a huge Ted Cruz supporter. So, which just, negates anything on his personality whatsoever or anything he says. And he goes to all of us at the lunch table and he's like, "I'm going to say Merry Christmas to everybody because you know what? See, these liberals, man, they're ruining the holidays. There's a war on Christmas." And I just started busting out laughing because, first of all, there's no fucking war on Christmas. Okay? There's no fucking terrorist attacks at Santa Claus. Santa Claus doesn't have a fucking Uzi shooting kids at the fucking mall. You know, like you're not seeing anything like that. It's not a blood fest. You know, the whole war on Christmas is just absolutely ridiculous. It's almost as bad as the whole PC thing because the thing about it, Christmas is stronger than it ever was. I mean, we fucking start the commercials for it 2.5 months before it fucking comes out. And you see commercials and you hear the music before fucking Halloween. You know, and then people are saying, oh, you know, Christmas is dead. You know what's fucking gone from Christmas? The caring, the integrity of it. You know, the fact that nobody, you know, is the fact that all these organizations are finding it tough to get all these toys. And the fact that, you know, fucking employees who work in retail stores are now working Thanksgiving or, you know, they're working Christmas night for that matter.
They knew what they signed up for.
You know what else is gone? Christmas lights.
You know, it just fucking irritates the hell out of me. It's like, as you said, everybody just overreacts to everything. And it's just like, South Park plays it perfectly. You get one person going, you know, we have to say happy holidays to respect all the other holidays. And you get somebody saying, fuck you, it's Merry Christmas. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of this country. You know, and as they say that, and their CEO boss is this Jewish guy. I mean, really, are the Jews the happy holiday? I mean, are they really fucking shoving in our faces? No, the people that are complaining about Merry Christmas are the fucking same people that were brought up in a Christian family, you know, and they just feel like they got to rebel against and purify everything. It's just, it pisses me off because like both spectrums are ruining the fucking holiday, you know? Sorry, I went off.
No, that's quite all right. So I think I'm going to, unless Tom has one that he's finally worked up after the last 10 minutes.
Almost there. Can
all
you
right,
come back to me?
I'm going to go ahead and say, can we stop putting the term gate after all these fucking scandals or non-scandals?
Yeah.
I was going to use that one.
Fuck.
The name of the fucking hotel, not what the event was.
Exactly. It's not it wasn't the Watergate gate scandal, you fucking idiots. It's not Spygate or whatever fucking bullshit you want to term it. Fuck. Oh my god, that makes me so angry because you listen to it and it's like, oh, Paris Hilton sneezed and didn't cover her mouth. #SneezeGate. And it's like, where the fuck did that come from?
You know what it is dumb people trying to sound intelligent. It's like, oh, I'm talking about a topical thing, and I'm referring it to something that happened over 40 years ago. Look at me. I know about Nixon.
But they don't actually, and that's the worst part, is now the media uses it, and it's like, what are you doing? You're perpetuating stupidity across America. You realize that,
It's
right?
probably already been added to the dictionary, too.
I can't wait for Penisgate. I really can't, because that's going to sound awesome. #Penisgate.
Matt, you should start sending your pictures of your penis to all the news channels and just write Penisgate on it.
2016. Get ready for
It's the year of
Penisgate.
Penisgate, yeah.
Penisgate.
Was it herpes or a pimple?
Sounds like a great band name. Ladies and gentlemen, we are
There is
Penisgate.
pus coming from it, but we can't tell.
Oh, man.
And then you hear one doctor say, "It looks more like a tumor. I think he has dick cancer." Oh, can we say that on the air?
Oh, let me get another grievance in real quick. Can we stop glorifying celebrities who are too stupid to regulate the amount of drugs they take? Lamar Odom,
Hey,
Scott Weiland. I understand
disease.
that it's a disease.
Oh man,
You're really doing yourself a favor sometimes. Like, you know what?
Listen, Scott Weiland died of being Scott Weiland.
Listen, Lamar Odom was not a tragedy. The dude was in a fucking he was in a whorehouse, passed out on drugs because he couldn't deal with the Kardashians anymore. He tried to basically kill himself.
well, can you really blame him?
No.
I mean, it was the Kardashians.
Yeah, that's a tragedy. Everyone else, like, and you know the word accidentally overdose. I mean, what the fuck? It's not like
No, he did it on purpose. He
it's not
purposely
like Tom
took that
goes
amount of
to
drugs.
the doctor and says, "Hey, I can't get it up for Claudia. Can you give me a lot of, what was celiac or whatever the fuck?" And then
Viagra?
Viagra. And then he takes a bunch.
Celiac disease. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think you're looking for Cialis.
Cialis.
It sounds like Seattle.
There's a big difference between Cialis and celiac disease.
I lost my train of thought, but you kind of saw where I was coming from. All of a sudden, Tom has like a
Tom accidentally overdoses on Viagra.
I just wanted to make sure it was really, really, really hard.
You're gonna have to stick a needle in his penis to drain the blood, guys. This is not even a joke. This is serious.
Is that what they do?
Yes.
Yes, dude, that's what happened.
They manually drain your penis.
Dude, they go right into your urethra too. Like
No, they don't go into your urethra.
They don't?
They actually have to go through your skin to like the spongy part and just drain the blood coming out of your penis.
There's no
they treat it like
medication.
a
Happy
Whitehead.
Festivus. Tom, you got one yet?
Man. Yeah, the internet.
Do you want Bill Gates to shut it down, or
No, I mean, stop making it not free. Fucking Comcast. They suck.
You're just angry that you have to pay for internet?
I
That's
think
not a
he's angry.
2015 grievance. That's just an odd grievance to have in
He's
general.
angry at the internet.
Dude, you
Tom
are
became an
Archie
old
Bunker.
man.
You are Archie Bunker.
Why do I have to pay for internet? I don't know.
I have to pay for the internet.
Come on, it's the fucking liberals. That's who it is.
It's a series of pipes.
A series of
That's
pipes.
plumbing, Tom. What the fuck are you even talking about?
What's going on?
I took a crap the other day. It hurt. It hurt real bad.
You're using old man logic way too early in life.
No, but seriously.
One day these bastards came on my lawn and I had to chase them off with a stick.
What's the deal with these camelbacks on their Facebooks?
Oh,
Try to
man.
promote
Oh, we went
terrorism around
Camelback
the
with
world.
Listen. I worked hard on that grievance, and you guys are like ruining it.
Because I feel like you didn't work hard at
It
that.
took me 20 minutes.
I feel it took you 20 minutes to go like, what are you mad about, Tom? Internet. I'm paying for it. Great to have you on the team.
And all of a sudden, it's like the picture Tom, old man, yells at cloud.
Tom was like, have you seen that biopic of mine, Gran Torino, where I go yell at the Spanish kids who are coming near my property?
Just trying to join the conversation.
He loved that car.
My daughter won't marry a black. They stank.
Oh, hello, Hogan.
Hey, I have another grievance. It's judgment on other people's grievances.
What are you going to do, brother, when the United States learns that you're a horrible racist?
At least Tom's latest grievance came in 2015 from something that happened in 2015. So that's
I
good.
don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Who, me?
No, Jesse.
What
What?
Hulk Hogan had a completely terrifyingly racist rant in the middle of a sex
Yeah, it was a
tape.
voicemail because his daughter was sleeping with a black guy.
In the middle of a sex
No,
tape?
it wasn't in the middle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was while he was being filmed. Yeah. He was
we-
talking about how upset he was that his daughter was sleeping with a black guy. But it's kind of par for the course for a 65-year-old white guy from Florida. That's just how old guys from Florida are.
We're renaming
But you're in a
this
sex
segment.
tape. It's such a. I mean, during
He
sex,
didn't
I
know
mean,
he was being filmed. It was when Bubba the Love Sponge was secretly recording Hulk Hogan fucking his wife. Is a whole barrel of monkeys.
Oh god, that's so creepy.
Oh yeah, it's a creepy story.
Creepy and hot.
And then everyone's just like, "Wow, poor Hulk was recorded. Did he just say the N-word a whole bunch?"
Tom, what are you
man.
going to rename the segment to?
This is crazy shit that happened in 2015.
That works.
But going back to the drug addict thing, Scott Weiland, I actually always thought that he was going to, live with. I honestly thought he was like a British export because the amount of times that guy overdosed, the amount of times he went back and on the drugs and whatever, I said to myself, he's going to be like the British rockers. He's going to live a while, He's going to be like Ozzy Osbourne. The closest thing he ever came to dying was when he fell off one of those, what was that, the mopeds or something like that. That was the closest thing that killed Ozzy. And then Keith Richards, out of all people, what was the thing that nearly fucking killed him? Falling off a coconut tree, And I always thought that, and I always pictured Ozzy Osbourne
I gotta be
talking
honest.
about.
When Matt started this whole segment, I thought he was going to say something along the lines of, "I always pictured Scott Weiland living with the Dolphins."
Living with the Dolphins, mainlining, living with the Dolphins, doing lines off their back,
Trying to have sex with their blowholes.
Like a junkie underwater trying to communicate. It sounds like dolphin noises. And but going back to, I always pictured like Ozzy, like at the interviewing him about Scott. I always told him, I always said, hey man, a banana a day keeps the overdoses away. And he goes, Ozzy, I don't like bananas. And I'm like, neither do we. But you look at us English blokes, we're still alive. And it's like Lemmy Kilmister from like Motorhead. Have you seen him performing lately? The guy has a fucking cane. He walks around in a fucking cane. He can't even sit on a chair. He has to like sit in a lounge thing.
It's hemorrhoids.
And he fucking plays. And you know what they said to him? He's like,
Here's some preparation H.
My doctor told me I can't do any more, alcohol anymore. So I drink vodka because, it's got less sugar in it. And it's just like, what the fuck? And this guy, and he's
called
still
alcoholism.
Listen, man, heroin and meth are fucked up stuff to get into. And
he was on meth?
From what I understand, yes, but I didn't read the autopsy. Because,
his fucking toxicology report read like a pharmacy.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
I did love too, like the fuck you note that the ex-wife published. Like,
stop glorifying this. He just ruined our family.
Yep.
Like, I get it. I totally get it. Like,
yeah.
And I love how everybody like equates this to Amy Winehouse, and I'm like, no, I was okay with Amy Winehouse.
No, it's the same thing. Yeah, they were both basically known for their drug addictions, and they played it.
Yeah, but Scott Weiland tried to stop the drug addiction. He'd gone to rehab several times. He got to rehab.
They did an interview with Sharon Osbourne afterwards, and they were like, was it a shock to you? And she was like, it's really hard to see one of your friends who just can't get their shit together. So as much as he was like, I really want to kick the habit, you can only cry about it so much while you're like, I really want to kick the habit and then tap a vein off. It's like, no, you really just feel good about saying you're going to kick it.
Drugs are good, though. I mean, like, they do feel good
in
when
moderation,
you're doing them.
But some people just can't do that.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like, there has to be, when people say, how could someone do heroin? Like, how could they honestly do it? And it's like, probably because it feels really, really good. No, hey, listen, I will never try heroin. Fuck no. It's fucking filthy, and it's like, obviously the consequences is super addictive, but I'm going to go out of the realm and say it probably feels good to do it,
I have a grievance with ban the box. If we ban boxes, where will we all live? How do we move our stuff?
No, that was a homeless people. Where are they going to, where's Scott Weiland going to live? Oh, here's another thing. Okay.
Oh, no.
So 2016. Oh, no. Okay, and you said you wanted to get
a grievance
into
for 2016?
Yeah, man. How are you going to air a grievance for a year in advance?
Next year?
No, dude. You said earlier in the show you were going to do like predictions for 2016.
Oh no, we're just going to say resolutions.
Resolutions. Okay. Well, here's a good resolution. Who's going to be the next junkie for 2016? Who's going to fall off the handles? I have one prayer, and I really hope she turns into a huge fucking junkie just because I fucking hate the sight of her. I mean, she's a horrible cunt. I think she's a female Kanye, and I think it's Taylor Swift. I fucking cannot stand Taylor Swift. And you know why
I
can't stand
Taylor Swift's going to be a junkie?
No way.
I hope. Please.
Yeah, Matt, you are way off base here. She would never do drugs.
Is it just because she's too wholesome for your dark heart?
He's saying, I hope she does drugs and dies.
I didn't say die. I don't wish
Listen,
death,
I am a very, very heterosexual male who is very secure in my masculinity, and Shake It Off is just a catchy tune, goddammit.
But she's just I can't stand her. They refer to her as a songwriter. She has
she writes songs and gets
songwriters
paid for
with her.
it.
And the other thing on top of it, she has
that's
no
modern
humility.
music, though.
Every time somebody comes out and jokes about her, makes a joke about how arrogant and fake she is, she comes out and she says, oh, like, that's so wrong, them saying that. And then she comes up with a song, the haters are going to hate, like, I don't care. You fucking do care, you bitch. You fucking care when other people say something.
Do you care when other people say something about you? Because, are you projecting, Matt? I think this may turn into a therapy episode for Matt.
I have tons of humility. When you live a life like I do, you're not hiding much. I'm an open book. There's no autobiography for Matt Hardy. It's all there. I've said what I've done, and occasionally, sometimes I'll lie to my own benefit to get out of things. But nevertheless, I am an open book. If I'm going to say something embarrassing, or I did something embarrassing, I'm going to let you guys know, because I know you guys are going to laugh at it.
Did you hear Blank Page? Fucking beautiful song, Tom.
No, I didn't hear it.
There's another.
You know, if I had thought about this properly, we probably could have done a Deadpool for next year too. I'm just saying, you know, people that we wished would die or would expect to die.
Oh,
well,
that's
here,
so
we'll
terrible.
what's our top choices for people who you think are actually going to die next year?
Artie Lang.
No, Artie's over it.
No way. There's no way.
I saw him a while ago at the comedy studio. He was fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's very funny.
But he's also clean now. That whole heroin stuff was a long time ago.
Yeah, but didn't last year he
time ago.
leave tweets of, like, it sounded like a suicide note or something like that?
Oh, yeah, he battles with chronic depression constantly, but talks about it all the time.
That tends to be the people that, you know, off themselves. I mean, we all know about Robin Williams' issues.
It tends to not be the people who talk about how depressed they are all the time that off themselves. More so, it tends to be a shock.
I guess you're right.
People who are truly depressed, like people who are talking about how depressed they are crying out for help, and that little bit of people being like, "No, it's gonna be okay," like that's good. But like real depressed people who off themselves, it kind of blindsides
like the Robin Williams WTF interview.
Yes,
you could tell. Like, I was just like, "Oh, he is fucking depressive."
All right, let's go through a list of names and see who's gonna die this year.
I'm picking the easy one. I'm going with Charlie Sheen.
Ooh, no, that's not as easy as I would say, like Clint Eastwood or Willie Nelson.
No, he's probably going to live longer now that he has AIDS.
Well, so I'm just looking at lists.
People working for him?
I kind of Googled it real quick, and so I'm looking at lists here, and so
but people who will die in 2016.
Yeah, these are people's picks for the Deadpool 2016. So like we got Clint Eastwood, Stephen Hawking, Harrison Ford, and Taylor Swift are on there. Matt, for you, Jimmy Carter, Stephen King. I don't know who Mickey Dolenz is, but he's on there.
By the way, I don't want
Jared
Taylor
Fogle.
Swift to die. I just want her to be humble.
William Shatner, Dwight Schultz,
Jared Fogel's up there.
Willie Nelson, and Ron Jeremy. I'm going to look at some of the ones that we actually have, like...
Ron Jeremy will be overdosed with Viagra.
Ooh, Dick Cheney's a sleeper pick, apparently, this year.
Bob Dylan.
So he is really fucking old.
So is Muhammad Ali and Sean Connery. Wow, that's a...
Yeah, Sean Connery's near his death.
Those are some sleeper picks this year.
He has a really bad heart disease.
Ooh, Tony Iommi's another good one who's a sleeper pick this year.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
Robert
he is.
Loggia die this year, too?
Yes, Robert Loggia.
Oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. Tell him how to bring these sons of bitches down.
Phil
Independence Day.
Phil Spector. That's a good one. I can't believe he's not dead yet.
He's been in jail.
I'm gonna go Cosby based off the stress.
Ooh,
yeah, that
just gives him a heart attack, right?
Hugh Hefner.
This
as
episode turned
that
Hefner's
motherfucker
old.
looks like a corpse that someone propped up.
This episode
Dole's
turned
still
dark
around,
really
man.
quick. Yeah, Bob Dole's actually right on this list.
Bill Clinton.
No, Bill Clinton's not on any lists. I mean, you could say that. But...
Hillary kills him so she can get the sympathy for it.
Ooh, touche, sir.
And you know what? I'm gonna go with the same thing I go with every year. One of the Olsen twins.
Ooh, you know what? They're not really as bad as you'd think. Although George H.W. Bush is on the list. He was born in 1924. I didn't realize he was that old.
You just got to jump out of one more airplane. Might happen.
Let's see. Mary Tyler Moore is still alive. She could die this year. Rod Carew, 1945. He could die soon too.
What about one of the guys from Jackass? Didn't one of them already die?
Yeah.
Yep. Ryan Dunn.
Ooh, Zsa Zsa Gabor could die. She was born in 1917. She was born in the teens. She's almost 100 years old. She could die at any minute. Dick Van Dyke's on the list. That's sad.
Dick on a
Dick Van
Dyke.
Dyke was still alive.
Matt, did you just have a stroke?
No, sorry, my throat's a little shaggy tonight.
Karl Rove's on the list. Morgan Freeman.
Not Morgan Freeman.
Abe Pagoda. I can't believe he's still alive.
That's awesome. He's still alive.
Betty White. Oh, Betty White's a sleeper pick because like you feel like she's running down on her time there.
Ozzy Osbourne? No, he's English. He won't die.
Nancy Reagan. Is she still alive? Wow.
Yes, she is. Nancy Reagan is still alive.
Wow, this person went with all music picks. Are we ready for this, guys? Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, Keith Richards, Robert Plant, David Bellamy, Rod Stewart, Elton John, Glenn Campbell, Gloria Gaynor,
Glenn
and
Campbell's
Pat
a good
Boone.
one. He has Alzheimer's. Really bad from what I hear.
That was
Did you just say Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
yeah, like he's an all-timer that we all love. Is Meatloaf close to dying, you think? Because he's just showing up on a lot of people's lists.
I mean, I think ever since Meatloaf
Any
decided to be
fat
overweight
person
forever.
over the age of 60 is a very good chance of dying.
Yeah, how is John Goodman still going?
I just want to let you know.
Dude, John Goodman lost tons of weight. He's like in pretty good shape now.
Sandy Koufax is still alive?
Dude, look at John Goodman, 2015.
Are you talking through
Oh
a
my-
stoma?
You know what? I think I'm going to throw Matt in my Deadpool.
Jerry Lee Lewis? Wow, there's
I've
a
always
lot of
thought
people
that
who
would-
I did not expect to be in death pools.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Chuck Berry? Val Kilmer, that's a good pick.
Yeah, he's not a Scientologist. He's like a Christian Science, and apparently Christian Scientists. That's how they refer to them, right? People are interested in the Christian Science, and they don't believe in medicine. And I think they said something about he had cancer. So
Ooh, Paul
I don't
Simon's
know.
on the list. Anyway, so yeah, that's...
I don't like Paul Simon. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel were all right, but like Paul Simon, it just irritates me.
Wow.
That song, "You Can Call Me Al." I just.
Are you ready for this? This is the last list I'll give you, because I know Tom's typing. He's probably going to yell at us soon.
I am actually.
This is the last list I'm going to give you because it's related to the Beatles, and Paul McCartney's on it, and I hate Paul McCartney for anybody who knows me. So
He's not gonna die.
McCartney, James McCartney,
I'll try.
Good old Stump Stella, right?
Ringo Starr, Barbara Bach, Zach Starkey, Jason Starkey, Lee Starkey, Patty Boyd, Harrison Clapton, Donnie Harrison, and Yoko Ono.
Ouch.
Fuck, Yoko Ono's still alive. I keep forgetting that.
And she's like 5 years. I think she's 80. I think she's like 7 years.
See, this
older
one goes
than
for Tom,
Lennon.
though. Tom, here's your list, pal. Johnny Knoxville, Charlie Sheen, Steve-O,
Yeah, see,
Travis
there they are.
Pastrana, Bam Margera, Danny Bonaducci,
What, everybody's
and
gonna
then
die?
Dennis Leary and Bill Cosby are sleepers on that list.
Are they all on an airplane together?
No, but those are people who this person just thinks may die in 2016.
I think Steve-O got clean.
Wow, somebody else said Artie Lang.
You get Clean and Fun.
Somebody said
Jesus.
Artie Lang, and somebody else said Andy Dick.
Andy Dick here.
That's one you haven't heard in a while.
That's a name you haven't heard in a
You know
while.
the name you haven't heard in a while is Pauly Shore.
Yeah, but
There's a reason.
no one's
for
really
that.
upset about not
Yeah.
hearing that name.
Hey, is that guy dead that did the music for Toy Story 1?
Randy
No,
Newman?
he's still
Yeah.
alive.
Oh, he deserves
You know
to
who
be
else is
dead.
still alive? It's Fidel Castro. At least if he's dead, we haven't heard about it.
Yeah, his head's probably like in some kind of cryogenic frozen
Some
state.
goo.
Like a Bond bad guy.
That guy has done so much.
Oh
evil
man,
that
Charlie Manson's still
if there
alive
is a
too.
God, even God's like, I gotta keep him alive.
I'm shocked that Charlie Manson's made it this long in prison.
When you have that much hate, I feel like you survive. Like, people who have a lot of hate seem to survive. I don't know why. Maybe they have the right temperament of like, oh, I hate people, but I'm not going to get a stroke. It's okay. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to be a mastermind. Oh, think methodically. How am I going to kill a bunch of people? Oh, look at it there. Look at all the accomplishments I made. I think that's what they do. I think they just have one of those like erratic minds.
All right, I think this is time to wrap up. I want to thank you all for listening in on this episode. You
You're
can
welcome.
also, well, Tom, I appreciate you listening in on the whole episode because that was pretty much the
No
maximum amount
pleasantries.
of support we got from you, other than you winning the first ever Festivus game. I think you must have checked out after that. You were just too happy thinking about your
Oh.
arrogant bastard beer.
Yeah, I peeked there. I was like really happy.
So
Clean up on Tom's
I'd like to remind you all that you can follow us at Facebook www.facebook.com/misguided musings. And you could also go to Twitter and follow us at Musing Podcast.
Well, it's another new year, and from the boys at Misguided Musings, we would like to wish you a happy new year, motherfucker. What will happen in 2016? We don't know. We cannot predict the future. But we will say the boys will have plenty to complain about. Misguided Musings, every other Saturday here on the Gear Network.
He is. All right, everybody, I think this is where we're going to call it a night. I appreciate you all listening in on this episode. We hope you've had a Merry Christmas and you enjoy your New Year. Please be safe out there. And before we finish up, Jesse, you have any dates for shows that you'd like to plug?
Yeah, if you guys are looking to have a good time after the holidays, Monday the 28th, thank you. I appreciate it. That's why I said it. Monday the 28th, I will be at Johnny D's Uptown Restaurant in, it is the name of the place. It's a well-known establishment. People enjoy it.
They enjoy Johnny's D?
They do enjoy Johnny's D. A lot of comedy there. A lot of comedy. Matt
So you'll
Bronner's going to
be
be there. Not on the date that I'm there, but eventually he's going to be there. But I'll be there Monday the 28th, and my first show of the new year will be January 20th at the Shack Scene Pub in Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't know why the names of these bars are just cracking Matt up. It's a cultural thing. How come when I bring up the fact that you're Scottish, you go quiet?
Because it's good. Tom just muted
talk
him.
about that over here.
Tom muted him, and apparently me.
I like how it says undeafened. That must be like a condition that people really wish they could have.
All right, so Jesse, do you have any dates or shows that you would like to give the listeners?
Didn't I just do that?
Yeah, well, we're going to redo it because Matt's a moron.
All right. Monday, December 28th, right after the holidays, if you guys want to come out and see some really funny comedy, it's only $4. I'll be at Johnny D's Uptown Restaurant in Union Square in Somerville. And my first show of the new year will be January 20th at the Shack Scene Pub up in Manchester, New Hampshire.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I hope that some of us will be able to get out there for you.
I want to go to the Shack Scene Pub.
Okay, well, maybe we can take you there and then leave you there when we go. I will let everybody know that you can find us on
Who is
Facebook.
humping their microphone right now?
You can find us on
Who is
Facebook.
rubbing
Jesus
the
Christ.
shit out of their microphone? No, I'm not going to let it go.
Matt's getting excited.
Me, I'm not touching my microphone.
He just stuck it down his
You
pants.
can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/misguided musings. You can also find us and follow us on Twitter at Musing Podcast. And you will be able to see the pictures of the different pictures that we had tonight. The picture of Ted Cruz, the Waldo picture that Tom found earlier in the episode.
And the one with a hanger on my head.
And the one with Matt having a hanger on his head because apparently that's helping his internet signal.
Connectivity.
Yeah. His Wi-Fi signal in his house. So you folks have a wonderful and happy New Year. And thanks for listening. We will see you again the second Saturday in January. Or first Saturday in January. Second Saturday in January. Thanks for listening. Get the fuck out of here.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network. Hey, Don, how's it going?
Living the dream. I'm actually just getting ready to do this commercial.
Oh, you mean the commercial where I tell our listeners to tune into Gear Network every week to listen to our show, Get Ready America, that one?
Yeah, John, that's the one.
They can also listen to us talk about news, sports, whatever's on our minds, that...
And a little what's on our listeners' minds, but they're just too nice to say it.
Well, that, Dawn, is a real humdinger. Come join us this and every week for Get Ready America exclusively on the Gear Radio Network.
And the Gear Network app.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I am Ryan Wolf.
It's Mr. Perez. And I have a question for you, Chris.
What's your question?
Do you like to listen to people talk about sports?
No. Of course I like sports and listening to people talk about sports.
Well, guess what? I have the perfect solution for you.
Solution for me?
There's a podcast on this very network.
This network?
Every single week you can hear it.
Really?
New content, latest and breaking news. We talk about baseball, football, hockey, basketball, soccer, UFC, whatever you want to talk about.
So sports in general.
They talk about sports in general. You got it.
I like
you
it.
know the dictionary.
I like
it. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I must say, tune in. We are better live than dead.
You're not.
Every single week. You're not going to want to miss it. Exclusively here on the Gear Radio Network.